Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been...
You unbelievable fucking asshole.
Whoa, I don't know what I've done to deserve that, Lydia, but hey, okay. Things happens in life, and also when it comes to a review. Very much welcome. This is Roger for It's Splish Splash. Today we're going to talk about Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. I want to say straight away, if you want to see more gameplay from this game, I done a video before on the channel, so check that out. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 came out, was released on the 25th of April, and I'm glad to put my hands on it. Been playing it quite some after that. I played the former game, Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, so there are definitely similarities, but as you can see here, you also have the ability to tweak the weapons a bit, choose ammo, change camo, things like that. So if you're one of those dudes that really like to customize, you have that option as well in the game. Another thing that I want to mention is the workbench here in the safe house, which is kind of your sacred heaven, which you can go back to when you have done your missions, and also if you need to, get more ammo. And of course you also have the ability to choose the mission objectives here, and you will unlock chapters as you go, missions, but also the good thing also here with the game is of course that you have a big open world out there to explore if you want to go like side mission wise. You can read the stats if you like to have stats in front of your eyes. It's here for you, how many enemies you've killed, headshots and stuff, but let's get into the actual game. So Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is defined as an open world first person tactical shooter, and it is developed by CI Games. The player takes the role of Marine Captain Jonathan John North, who, along with his brother Robert, is sent to the Russian-Ukrainian border to destroy an abandoned stockpile of Soviet-era bioweapons before they're stolen by terrorists. The two succeed in their mission, but are ambushed by an unidentified group of Special Forces soldiers led by a man named Vasilisk, who plays a game of Russian roulette with John before knocking him out and capturing Robert. 2 years later, John is sent to Georgia, and that's where we are, and that's where we're playing right now. So most of the time, playing as a sniper is also being a lone wolf, trying to stay in the shadows, trying to play stealthy, and take the shots from a long distance. As you see here, you also see you get an indication now and then in the game if the enemy is about to spot you, and maybe that's the time where you actually get into cover and play it a bit slower. I therefore also recommend you to use a recon drone so you can reveal the position of the enemies, which also makes it easier for you to see where they are and also decide what kind of action you need to do to take them out. Let's talk about pros and cons in the game. One thing that I think could maybe have been a bit better is the AI. As you see here, the workers that are reacting a bit weird to my presence, I'm not sure if they actually see me or not. Shouldn't they run or something? Also, the facial expression sometimes is not top notch in the game. But one thing they've done that I like is the possibility to actually vary your gameplay. I think I mentioned it before here, not only being that stealthy sniper, but also getting up close, maybe use takedowns, melee and things like that, and maybe also go in using your secondary if you want to do that. Don't forget that you can also loot the bodies in this game in Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, which gives you extra ammo and also sometimes weapons that you might pick up. There is a risk that a game like this, when you have a certain kind of task in front of you, almost the same all the time, is that it might become a bit repetitive. And yes, that can happen in the game, but as I said, since you have these different kind of choices when it comes to your play style and also the environment, I have to say they have been thinking about this, so they give you a different kind of places to go to. And as I said, you can also choose from mixing up your gameplay when it comes to side missions. As here, I'm just going into place and take out enemies, and that is pretty cool. Now, another thing is when it comes to the kind of reality aspect of sniping, one good thing is that when you are sniping, you have to use your zoom, of course, but also thinking about elevation, the distance from you and the actual target. So that is a good thing. That adds something to it. This is also something when it comes to bullet travel time and the slow-mo kind of feature that put into the game, which is kind of rewarding and kind of cool to see. Although one thing I think they've actually missed out, which is also on the con side of things, is that, when they shoot, the whole bullet leaves the rifle. I'm not sure if the devs are aware of this. I mean, it brings down a few percentage when it comes to the reality aspect of sniping, but it's not a game changer. But I wanted to mention it. On the pro side is also a feature where you can actually highlight places when you need to reach a higher ground to get some better sniping positions. This is good because sometimes it might be hard to see where you're about to go or where to find that ledge which brings you up. Another thing on the con side is a bit the story to itself, I have to say. It's a short introduction in the beginning when you actually get to know the two brothers, but it's very short and also doesn't really give you the kind of sense of feel that you actually know the characters and you feel them when you're playing. I know this is really hard to achieve, but I also think it has to do with something I mentioned before when it comes to the facial expressions and stuff. I have a hard time to get around that when you're actually having these kind of cutscenes when the people or the brothers are talking to each other. They also have a very, very military jargon, which is kind of the thing in a game like this, but sometimes it becomes a bit too much even for my ears, and I played a lot of kind of military shooters and stuff. But again, it also depends on what kind of person you are, if you actually give a damn about the story, or if you just want to grab that sniper rifle and start to get these cool headshots. Performance-wise, I also feel that the game is doing well on the pro side here, because I haven't had any problems, no lag, no nothing. The loading scenes has been working well, and I'm playing this on PC and I'm playing it with a controller, which I also think works great for the game. A good feature as seen here is also that you can drag or carry the bodies and release them, put them into a place where the enemies can't spot them, which actually gives you some leverage or time when you need to take out the last few enemies, as here with a bow. The compound bow is really fun to use, and again gives you also a bit of a mix gameplay if you're tired of just using the sniper from a long distance. Bottom line here is that I do think that Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is a good game, a good military tactical shooter, FPS game, and I'm looking forward to get to the end of the game, which I haven't done yet, and I think that's good enough, so to speak, meaning that you have the interest into the game and you want to complete it. Now, if you enjoyed, don't forget to give a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel. See you soon again in another review. Take care, people. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
I'll be seeing you, Marine.
Another day in paradise.